And welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to make flux. It's flux, I promise you. Okay, so how do we get to this point? Let's run you through it. It's actually super easy. You need something to mix it in, and a mason jar is really probably the best thing you can use. Something with a lid that you can tighten, everything will stay inside. Isopropyl alcohol, 99.9%. That's one of the two only ingredients. So you're thinking like, well, how much do you put in there? I don't know. You know what? After kind of messing around with this, what I found out is it doesn't really matter. So say we put that much in, right? Let me see if I can get a read on the side of this. It's 1 cup. Okay. The lid on that. Let's get that out of here. We got a whole cooking show going here. I'm sorry. The next ingredient you need is something super basic. It was crazy when I looked up how to do this, how simple this is. So this is just, as you may or may not be able to read, 100% pure Georgia pine gum rosin. That's it, in a powder form. It's just powder. So you've got your cup or so. It doesn't really matter, because if it's too thick, you just add more alcohol. If it's too thin, you just add more pine. That's all there is to it. So, and literally just pour a bunch in there. I don't know, something like that. With the lid on there. You can drop something in there to help stir, or you can just do this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it in there. So it takes a little while to dissolve. Even when you're stirring it, just keep going. Don't worry. So far, it's mostly all dissolved. And you can tell it's not quite as yellow as this one that I made previously. So we're just going to add a little bit more pine to it. And again, I'm sure that there's a perfect formula or something like that, but I'm telling you, after messing around with this for quite a while, doing this a few times, trial and error kind of thing, just to kind of see like how hard is this, like can you mess this up? The answer is not really. So now that our new one's pretty much all dissolved, you can tell the color is very similar to this one. And honestly, that's all I'm going by. It's just not really that important is what I found out. Okay, let me try to pour this without making a mess on camera. Alright. Oh, making a bit of a mess. It's all good. Slap a lid on that bad boy. Then you just put the needle on. Like so. And you're all set. Let's try it out. Alright, let's see if this stuff works. So we've got our little bottle. This is going to be a little messy, but hopefully we'll be able to see it flow on camera that way. So I've just put a bunch of flux on there. It should hopefully get all in between the strands. I've got the iron nice and hot, 733 degrees. Put a bunch of solder on here. Hopefully we can see it. Pull it off the iron. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that kind of capillary action happening on camera or not. Yeah, see some more on there. Very hard to tell if I can see it on camera or not. This is kind of a big wire, so let's throw a little more solder on there. Just trying to do everything big, so hopefully you can see it better on camera. I just don't know if it'll work. I've never tried to solder on camera before. I don't know if you can see it going up. Hopefully you can tell that it's actually going up this way. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it well, but I assure you, this stuff flows extremely well. Let's take the heat off it and we'll check it out. Now this isn't soldered to anything obviously, but as you can tell, the flux pulled it through everywhere. But I just wanted to share it with y'all because it's super easy to do. You can make it as thick or thin as you need to for whatever your use is. There's only 2 ingredients, so it can't get any easier than that.